Hey, my name is Dr. Sean Price, Clinical Coordinator here at Chiro Spa, and I'm going through a series of videos here to help understand and develop a system for time management so that we can take what I call the boulders and put those boulders onto our schedule and make sure that those boulders are getting done every day. And when I say boulder, what I'm talking about is the critical actions that if you do them on a daily basis, that will move you towards your ultimate goal, move you towards improving your life, improving your outcome, whether it's health, finances, relationships, whatever it is. You make sure that you have these things on your schedule and you make sure that they get done daily so that you are constantly moving towards that objective. In the last several videos, we talked about the primary concepts, the things that need to be taken into consideration when laying out this process. We talked about how this process will become very quick for you to do once you're used to it, and you're going to be doing this on a regular basis, so it's something that becomes systemized and becomes habitual, and you'll actually be quicker at it than you currently are with your current time management system. If you even have one. A lot of people don't even have an effort to manage time, they just know that they don't have control over it. And the big thing about time is that you can take somebody who's getting 100 things done a day, and you can take somebody who can't seem to find the time to go to work and go to the grocery store and get home and have dinner. And those same people have the exact same amount of time. So it's not about managing time, it's about managing activities, it's about managing focus. And this process that I'm laying out for you is the process that I use, and it works very, very well in laying out that focus. So I highly encourage you trying to use it, I highly encourage you trying to learn it. This is actually, I think, the fourth or the fifth video. If you haven't seen the other ones, please go back and watch them because every video is building on the last one. So a quick review of what we talked about previously. We built out our wheel to figure out where we were imbalanced. We've determined what a 10 out of 10 would be for our ideal life, and then we've determined what level we want to try to get to in the next 12 weeks. We're using a 12-week goal because we want to use what I like to consider a 12-week year. And there's a book out there called The 12-Week Year. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. But you want to use that 12-week year because it gives you a sense of urgency. It gives you a short-term sense where you have enough time to accomplish a goal, but there's not enough time to waste. So it makes every day important to the point that every week in that 12-week year, every week actually equals a month, and every day actually equals a week. So it really helps you stay focused on a daily basis. So I really like that 12-week year approach. We talked about taking your areas of weakness and figuring out what needs to be done, just getting what we call our capture, where we just take all of the information that's in our head that we feel like we have to get done, and if we don't get that done, we're not going to be able to accomplish those goals, and put it out on paper. And I actually have forms that we use here that I can provide for you. If you want to contact our office, I'd be glad to email them over to you for this step, for these processes. But you do your capture because you want to get everything out on paper. You want to make sure that you have everything out and you're not going to forget anything. And that kind of relieves your stress and lets you kind of realize, okay, there are things that I need to get done that are here and that I can see, and that I'm going to work into this process. That really relieves your stress when you know that you're working a process that's going to alleviate and get rid of all these things that are nagging at you. All right, so we've done our capture page. Now, after we do our capture page, this next step is we're going to do our project planning page. So we do this wheel quarterly. We do the capture page quarterly because this is all going to change. 12 weeks from now, if you do this and you follow these actions, your wheel is going to look completely different, and you're going to have progressed in areas that you haven't progressed in a long time. So you want to redo this again in 12 weeks and reestablish, reset your goals, and do this whole process over again. So that's a quarterly process. Then you get into your project plan, and again, this is done quarterly. So we do this, we filter down in, and we get into our project plan. These are our quarterly projects that we are trying to accomplish in the next 12 weeks, okay? So what's going to happen is we're going to take our to-do from up here, and we're going to transfer it into our ultimate results. All right, now here's the process. So for example, I had fix my brain written up here. Down here, this is where the language really starts to play in. So go from fix my brain to ultimate results. I'm going to be sharp and brilliant mentally. Okay, and again, I'm gearing all this towards health because we work with a lot of patients in resolving chronic conditions in our office. So these are all things that apply to patients when they come in our office. So we're going to fix the brain, and the exciting words that you use here, the language that we talked about in the second video, that's all going to be based on you personally. It's what excites you. So being sharp and brilliant mentally, that's fixing your brain. fixing your metabolism, become a metabolic and calorie burning machine. And you can see all the examples. Get chiropractically adjusted. I want to be structurally strong. Start exercising. I want to achieve elite fitness. I want to be athletic. I want to have athletic fitness. Sleep better. I want to be rested and fresh. I want to confront my days with complete fresh mind and reducing stress. I want to be enlightenedly calm during any storm. And so these are the exciting words that you put here to describe what that goal is you're trying to achieve. Then you're going to say, why do you want to accomplish that? What is the purpose behind it? And again, the why is the most important aspect. If you have a task that is on your to-do list, so for example, today I'm going to eat clean, and if you get up in the morning and you have a clean breakfast and everything goes great and you're excited and you're pumped, and then come lunchtime you start having those cravings and you're getting hungry and you're a little cranky and you've got stress and all these things are bombarding you and you just want to go for that good old comfort food, go get some fast food or something and have that comfort meal. You got to have a reason to overcome that. And a lot of times, I just want to get healthy or I want to lose weight. That's not enough of a reason why. You have to make your why bigger than yourself. So if you think to yourself, I'm getting healthy, and the reason I'm getting healthy and the reason I want to lose weight is because I want to be here and I want to be energetic and passionate and be able to play with my kids and serve my children and serve my church or whatever your beliefs are, whatever is important to you. Serve your community, excel at your job, whatever it is. When you have that why is enough to push you through the struggle, because you got to have the why that can push you through the struggle. So for example, to be sharp, brilliant mentally, is because, in my opinion, my perspective, I want to be brilliant, I want to be sharp because I want to be able to continue to learn so that I can continue to help my patients, I can continue to teach my patients, I can continue to accelerate in that aspect of things, and I can continue to serve others. I'm very fortunate to be in the position of being a doctor and working with patients, and my job is service to others. It's helping other people, and I love that. And it's important to me that I'm sharp mentally so that I can do that to the best of my ability. Achieve a metabolic calorie burning machine. If you're trying to lose weight, you want to look at it like, I'm a machine. I am an energy calorie burning machine. And the reason for that is because I effortlessly want to maintain my health. Because I effortlessly want to be able to be the identity of a person that is a healthy person. And then I can, in doing so, I can be that around other people and inadvertently affect them and how they see things. And this happens all the time. You'll see that when you make positive changes in your life, you start seeing the people around you either resisting you, and they may become resistant because they don't want to change and they don't want to see you improve, and that's something you've got to handle, obviously, to be able to continue. Or you may see them moving with you and improving their life as well. And I've seen this happen over and over again. That's why one of my missions in my practice is to help a certain number of patients achieve health and get away from these chronic conditions. But the hidden meaning behind my purpose is because I want to help families, which in turn helps communities, which in turn makes this a better place for all of us. So there's a big picture here with everything that you do. It does not just affect you. Structurally strong. I want to be a highly functioning body in all areas of my body. I want to be able to have my spine aligned properly so that I can, if I want to lift weights, I'm strong to do that. If I want to, whatever I want to do, I want this vehicle, my body, to be structurally strong so that I can do that and carry out my purpose on this earth. Okay? It just continues on. You can see what I've written here. But that purpose has to be behind every aspect of it. So for example, I'll get into the example in a second. So we've got our ultimate result and we have our purpose. So now we have the why behind why we're gonna do the things that we need to do. Well, how do we measure? Remember, we have to measure our outcomes. So how do we measure when we're moving in the right direction? What is our key result? Excuse me, let me turn off this phone here. What is our key result that will let us know when we're done? So we want to come out with key results. These are measurable and specific, and these on this page, on our project plan page, these have a 12-week deadline. Okay, so you're setting your 12-week measurable outcomes, key results that you want to accomplish. So for being sharp, mentally, and brilliant, you can increase your LPI by 100 points. Now this is a term that is referenced to a computer program called Lumosity. It's a great brain-based game program that you play online. You spend about 15 to 20 minutes a day playing these brain games, and as you do it, it scores you, and you can see your progress by increasing your score. So you want to increase your LPI by 100 points. A metabolic caloric burning machine. Lose 24 pounds. That's 2 pounds a week in 12 weeks. That's very, very reasonable. Structurally strong. You want to get 24 to 36 adjustments in a 3-month period. Now, this is if you're somebody who needs that. Some people might just need to get 3 adjustments in that time frame. Personally, I usually get about 12 adjustments in that time frame. So you want to be structurally strong, so you set a measurable and objective outcome. Rested and refreshed. Sleep 7 hours per night. Okay, or you could multiply that out and say sleep 84 hours in the next 12 weeks, if you want, or actually it'd be more than that. That would be 12. That'd be 7 hours a week. You want to do a lot more than that. But sleep 7 hours a week or a night works for that. Achieve elite fitness. Okay, so you could say I want to be able to do 50 push-ups by the end of 12 weeks, or I want to knock 2 minutes off of my 1 mile run. You could say enlightened and calm in any storm. So in a situation like that, you would say you want to meditate, or you want to pray, or whatever gives you relaxation. If you want to listen to calming music, you want to do that 60 times in the next 12 weeks. Next 12 weeks. So 5 times a week you want to spend that time doing that. So you want to set these goals so that you have something that you can measure, so you know that you're moving towards your progress of improving your wheel. Okay? So what we're doing is we're taking an area of weakness, we're taking all the things that need to be done for that, we're putting it into a funnel, we're funneling it down, and we're getting the purpose of why we're doing those things, and on the back end we're going to get what our 12-week goal is for that, and then we're going to funnel that down further so that we get to our daily goal. And once you've done all this, you see that daily activity checklist, and you know I've got to accomplish this thing because this is going to help me accomplish this bigger thing. So that's what we're doing here. All right, so on the next video we'll go on to the next step, and I'll see you there.